Fáidir Óva Cáidí, welcome indeed to another edition of the Irish at Home and Abroad. Now, don't forget, later on the programme, we're crossing over to Manchester to join Martin Logan, who's out and about with the Irish community in the UK. But as you can see, I'm all dressed up for a very, very special event. It's the annual People of the Year Awards here in County Mayo, an action-packed night of people getting awards for their outstanding contributions to their local community. So it's going to be a great event, and we look forward to your company.
Tonight we're celebrating our 25th Jubilee year of the Rehab Mayo People of the Year Awards. So it's been in existence for 25 years. So tonight we have our biggest year ever, and we're looking forward to a memorable event here tonight.
Lots of special awards there, 16 in total.
Absolutely, we had 16 awards in total, and as you're aware, the highest achieved is Hall of Fame, which the former Taoiseach and Casa Barman Enda Kenny has got that award this year. We have the Mayo Diaspora and Martin Grogan in Coventry. There are 6 Mayo awards. We also have the Young Person of the Year award. So it's a great mix, and it's been a fabulous few weeks, a busy few weeks, I must admit, because the great things about these awards, we in Rehab are the recipients, but it gives us a platform to get to know all the award winners through the months in the run-up to this event. And we engage with them, and they come into our services on Brafey Road, a building that they say they passed for years and never knew what happened in there until they came in and see that the services that we deliver and the people that we support, and you know, it's a great platform to showcase what we do.
So from a RehabCare point of view, it's a very important night for rehab.
Absolutely, because we've formed relationships with all the businesses in the community over the years, and you know, our service users can get work experience, and we get to know the people in the community, and we are a community-based charity, and it's so important these events bring us all together.
Bernard, the Connaught Telegraph has had a long association now with the People of the Year Awards.
Yes, Henry. Connaught Telegraph have been sponsors of the Mayo People of the Year Awards since they were first founded 25 years ago. We've been delighted to be involved for the last 25 years, and in that time we've seen the awards go from strength to strength. Me personally, I've been involved for about 12 to 14 years, but Tom Gillespie, former editor of the Connaught Telegraph, who's now chairman of the Mayo People of the Year Awards, was instrumental in getting those awards underway as part of a group when they started out originally. Tonight there's 16 awards here in Brafey, and every year I sound a little bit like a broken record when I say we think they won't get any better. Last year we thought, okay, we'll never repeat the quality and the numbers of the recipients. This year with 16 that range from a Hall of Fame award for former Taoiseach Enda Kenny to Lisa Gallagher from Belmullet, the young person who brought a group of people over to Belarus. The range and the quality every year is unbelievable, and that's what we're happy to be associated with.
The awards are going on, as you know, for the past 25 years. Mayo County Council got involved 15 years ago, and we had a very successful campaign with Rehab and the Connaught Telegraph for that period of time, and we hope to continue our support and sponsorship of the awards into the future.
How important are these awards for the county?
Well, these awards, as you know, Henry, are a celebration of all things that are good about people in the county and the great work that's done by unsung heroes around the county, and these people are appreciated, and they're seen to be appreciated by the awards, by Mayo County Council in relation to the great work that's been done by RehabCare and in the county, and the great work that they do for the local communities that they're involved in all parts of the county.
How important is this award to you, Father?
Well, it's very important, Henry, because when you look back over the last 25 years and you see the lineup of people who have already received awards like this, you realise that you're in very august company, really. So I'm thrilled to get it, and I'm very grateful to Rehab for honouring me in this way. I suppose I'm also happy that they honoured me because of my work in church reform. I was one of the founders of the Association of Catholic Priests, and very often we feel that we're kind of, in a sense, shouting into the breeze. But the fact that this has been recognised is really is a recognition for the association as well, so I'm particularly happy about that. And also the fact that in the citation I'm being honoured because of my work in history, the history of Killala Diocese. I've been researching and writing history of Killala Diocese for the last 10 years or so. So I'm delighted that that is part of the citation as well. So it's a great honour to be here tonight, and I'm delighted to be receiving this honour.
Well, this Irish award obviously is very special to you because you've had a long association with the Irish language and our culture indeed.
Yes, Henry, it's very special to me. It's very nice to have the work that a person does acknowledged by, I suppose, one's peers, and no better peers than our own people here in County Mayo. And I appreciate it, and I'm proud to accept it, but I'm accepting it not only on my own behalf, but on behalf of all the other people who are involved with promoting the Irish language in County Mayo, because as I said to somebody else earlier this evening, you can't speak a language on your own. You have to have lots of other people doing it as well. And the efforts that I have made are part of a much bigger picture, and there are many people beavering away there and promoting the language in the towns and villages and through the education system and in the Gaeltacht and in the Gaelscoileanna and all kinds of things in County Mayo, with the result that in the most recent census, County Mayo has one of the highest percentage of Irish speakers in the whole country.
Well, you came up with a lovely project there, a very simple one, Oscail Doras, which was, how did that go? It was a great initiative.
Well, Oscail Doras is a scheme that we have in Clártlan-na-Widdish and here on Cushlanawari, where you can go into some of the shops or businesses and there's somebody that has been identified in those places who can speak Irish to you. So if you're an Irish speaker or somebody who would like to speak Irish, when you go into those shops, those people are available and happy to speak Irish to you. So there's no pressure on either side. And it gives people who are going to Irish classes or people who learned Irish a good while ago or young ones who are going to Gaelscoileanna or whatever the chance to practice their Irish in a non-threatening environment. And I think that that's the way we have to go. We have to bring Irish out of the classroom, bring it onto the streets, bring it into the shops, bring it into the pubs, everywhere it can be spoken, because it belongs to everybody, Henry. It's not belong to me or you or Connaught na Gaeilge or anybody else. It belongs to all the Irish people. And we have all the other communities now in Ireland who speak their own languages, and there's no better time for Irish people to take possession again of what is the most Irish thing that we have in this country, which is our language.
Míle maith agad.
Tá fáilte rót, Henry, gur maith agad.
Liz, you're receiving your award for tremendous work you've done in Ballina in the sports area.
Yes, we are, Henry, and we're really delighted to be receiving this award this evening. It's to demonstrate the fact that we're an inclusive, open club. We were set up in 1975. However, we didn't have any adult members until 2009. So we've grown the club from about 140 juveniles to maybe 310 members overall now. And one of our biggest achievements this year was in January we started out with Operation Transformation, and 12 of our members started off having never run before, and those 12 people completed the Dublin City Marathon this year along with about 30 other members in the club. So that for us was a big signal of our success in the last year. So we're a growing club, we're very diverse, and we have an open door policy, we're very inclusive, and we have members ranging in age from 5 to 80. So we're delighted to be here, and we're delighted to increase participation in athletics and other physical activity in Ballina and the surrounding areas.
Michael, congratulations on your award.
Thank you very much. It's a real privilege to be here this evening in Brafey House Hotel to accept our award in the company of so many other wonderful recipients.
You have with you some of the people who helped you receive this award.
Yes, indeed, this was a team effort, and here to my right, Pat Staunton and Jimmy Coggle, two members of the editorial team. Unfortunately, Frank Morden, our fourth member, is unable to be with us right now, but he may attend later on, but right now he's not here with us.
So what's this editorial project that you have?
The editorial team of the book, Ballyhane Past and Present, going back at least 12 months before the book was published, a small number of people got together and said it would be nice to do, it should be done, and it would be great to have a book recording the history, past and present, in the greater Ballyhane region. Saying what should be done, it became a reality. Had a number of meetings, brought a number of people together, invited submissions, photographs, and over many meetings, this editorial team, the four of us, we brought it together, and little did we dream at that early stage that tonight we would be here as recipients of a Mayo People of the Year award.
Well, enjoy the evening, folks, and well deserved. All right, it's time for us to take a break. Don't go away, because when we come back, we have some more great award winners, including the Hall of Fame. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. You're very welcome back to part 2 of the highlights of the Mayo People of the Year Awards, brought to you in association with the Connaught Telegraph, RehabCare and Mayo County Council.
We have, in Mayo County Council, we have made an issue in relation to keeping in touch with our diaspora. We spare no efforts to link up with our diaspora in all parts of the world, depending on funding and everything else and what funding is available. We are reluctant to overspend in relation to any aspect of funding in the County Council at the moment due to tight budgets, and it's our aim to continue to support the diaspora, to link up with the diaspora at all times in all parts of the world.
Martin, this is a very, very special award, the Diaspora Award. How are you feeling about it?
Well, Henry, I'm completely over the moon about it. I couldn't believe it. I firmly believe there's more rewarding people than me for this. But I just do something that I love doing. I'm very much involved with all aspects of GA. I grew up in Ballyhonus in the 50s and 60s, and we played more All-Ireland finals in front of Midwest Judo than that was played in Croke Park. And I brought that great love with me when I went to England. I went to Coventry in '74 with the Ballyhonus football team on a weekend, and I'm still there. I met my wife Mary. Mary's from Duncanely, County Donegal, and I got involved with the local club, Roger Caseman's club. They were a struggling club, but we won a senior championship in '79. The following year, that team just all went their way back to Ireland, America, whatever. And we had a struggle. And I was treasurer of the club at the time, and I remember I was going out to an AGM, and Mary said to me, "If you come back as treasurer, I'll be going." Well, I didn't come back as treasurer, I came back as chairman. And I was chairman for 15 years. They were hard. We had to depend on the second generation young lads and a couple of rugby players, and it was a struggle. But we kept going, and I could see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then we had a good underage structure. And now Casemans is probably one of the top 5 in Britain, feeding nearly 11, 12 teams, And then I look after the clubhouse, manage the clubhouse. I do the pitches, and this tonight is special.
It's emotional, and it's nice to be home, and congratulations on winning the Diaspora Award, Mark.
Thank you very much, Henry. Thank you.
The Fáilte Róta, Katrina, and congratulations on your award tonight.
Good Henry.
Now, you're a former member of the Northern Ireland Assembly, former minister, and of course you've received a lot of accolades for your human rights and your women's issues over the years.
I did, and I have to say it's lovely being back here in Castlebar. This is my hometown, and without doubt Mayo is the best county in Ireland, and there's no doubt about that. For me, it's such an honour to receive this award tonight and be with my family and friends. I've never lost contact with Castlebar, and I don't intend to. Yes, I was working as part of the peace process in the north. I was on the first executive with Martin McGuinness and Dean Paisley, both men actually unfortunately dead now. It was an amazing time, a very special time in the history of Ireland and Irish-British relations. So it was really good being part of that and really bringing about the reform of the education system in the north.
Are you stepping away from politics now?
Yes, I didn't go up for election. I was elected for the last 14 years. I represented the people of South Down. And I didn't go up for election in the last election. So I'm currently in the Gaeltacht, getting my Irish up to scratch, because I think our Teanga is a very important language, and I think we all need to do everything we can to support it.
Well, enjoy the evening this evening.
Gurvila Magat.
Why are you receiving this award?
Hi Henry, I've been nominated for my work with the Order of Malta over the past 32 years. Joined at 11 years of age in Ballina, held many positions within the local unit, went on then to work within the region and eventually nationally, and recently been appointed the Assistant National Director. So I suppose I'm a representative of all the volunteers that are out week in, week out, working hard. We're in 10 communities here in Mayo, and we're very proud of the work we do, and we're just delighted and honoured to be nominated, so delighted to be here.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much, thank you.
Like the winners here tonight, we at Rehab strive to bring the best out of people.
A very special award for the Granuaile Tobacco Club. Do tremendous work.
That's right. We're honoured to be getting this award. The club started back in 1979, and we set ourselves up as a sports diving club, and that's our basic aim, is to actually train people to become divers, to enjoy the sea, to enjoy, being out there and enjoying what's on our coastline. We have a fantastic environment that most people don't see, and to see it out there, it's tremendous. But a kind of a byproduct of that is the fact that we do search and recovery. Unfortunately, people go missing in our rivers, our lakes, and along the coastline, and we go and we try and find them, basically, so that families can have closure. So we've been doing this since the club started, and year on year we're out there, we're looking for people who unfortunately go missing. And when we find somebody, it's brilliant because we can bring closure to families. But unfortunately, that doesn't always happen. But we do our best, So it's been quite busy this year, because unfortunately we had Rescue 116 went down, and we were involved in the search there. But the good thing is that we're members of this a national organisation called CFT, Corla Fohin, or the Irish Underwater Council. So there are clubs all around the country, and they're all involved in scuba diving as well. And there are search and recovery units within those clubs. So when Rescue 116 went missing, we were able to call on clubs from all over the country to help in the search. So for instance, when we did the sea search, when we were out in the boats, I was able to call on 19 boats from all over the country. They came from Kerry and Cork and Dublin, Donegal, and of course around here in Mayo and Galway. And then when we actually went out to search around Blackrock, I had 132 divers, which is amazing. Biggest search ever, and to be able to call on them is fantastic,
Congratulations on a well-deserved award.
Thank you very much. We're proud to accept it. Yeah, thank you.
Port Colin Burgherha on Derbana of Plain and the community of the Mullet Peninsula are recognised for the manner in which they assisted the various agencies following the tragic Rescue 116 helicopter crash last March, in which 4 members of the Coast Guard lost their lives.
Congratulations, Aya. This is a very, very special and probably well-deserved award for the tremendous work you've done in Rescue 116.
Yeah, certainly it's a great privilege to be able to accept this award or be part of the group receiving this award. It was truly a joint effort between the state agencies, the voluntary agencies and the community. We all work very hard together. I think it's a very good model to have involving the community. They were involved in all aspects of this search, both onshore, offshore and on the land.
And John, the same thing, of course, your organisation very much involved in this rescue operation.
Yes, we were very much involved right from the very first day. Our community came together and we were involved in as volunteers in four different aspects of it. We have the women who provided food in the local hall for 40 days. We had the fishermen and the boatmen who worked at sea, and then we had the farmers who searched the shore, and then we had people who provided accommodation on the different weekends that the families and divers and boatmen all came to visit. So we really worked as a team with the state agencies, all under the guidance of Superintendent Healy here beside me. He was the one who gave us the guidance, and we had no choice but to do as he said.
How important is this award now for the people of Belmullet and your representatives here tonight?
It's hugely important, and I think it recognises the leaders and the heroes that we have in the community in Belmullet. As John said there, look, there's people that were out at sea. They put their lives on hold for the duration of the search. The women in the hall that were cooking for us, they put their lives on hold. And if you look at the amount of help and support that we got from the Belmullet area and the wider community in Mayo and all over the country, I mean, it certainly demonstrates that state agencies and the community working together can achieve anything.
I always say, Henry, it's great to have the recipients, but if we didn't have the people who nominated them, that took the time out to nominate the award winners, we wouldn't have the night. So I say a big thank you tonight to the people that took time out to send in the application and name the person who has done so much good for our county.
And finally, 25th anniversary, a very special year.
Very special year. We hope that we'll see another 25 years. It's not a coincidence that there are more awards this year than would have been previously given. We'd normally have 10 to 12 awards, but the volume of nominations this year, I think simply because it was the Silver Jubilee, most people wanted to be recognised on the 25th anniversary, but every single one of those that will receive an award tonight, of the 16, were of an extremely high standard.
Well, once again, congratulations to all the award winners and to everybody involved in this fantastic show. We hope you enjoyed it. Now, don't forget, coming up after the break, we're crossing over to Manchester to join Martin Logan. And I look forward to your company next week at the same time. So until then, slán go fóill.